Today I'm going to go through how to create a Google Forms survey or quiz. Basically, normally all I do to start is type in Google Forms, select the first link, and normally I have to go through again to this link. I don't know, I found that that's the easiest way that I can do it. You have the option to start with a pre-designed template, or you can create your own, which is what I normally do. You just go select blank and start entering the details. This is one I've created earlier today. And it goes through all the different options that you can add in. So first I'll start with the settings. Basically, you can collect people's email addresses or say no. Normally, I don't know, it just depends what you're trying to collect, what data you're trying to collect, whether you select that. If you select it, it comes up as a required field. And there are the different options that you can select. It's important to go through and check that because sometimes it does have these pre-selected. This is where you go to make it a quiz and it gives you a few different options in there as well. So I'll just click cancel because I don't want to save those settings. And this is all the different type of questions that you can ask. So there's this, the linear scale, then you can go through with multiple choice. You can do a multiple choice grid, a checkbox grid. This is the checkboxes, and then you can do a grid. I've added in a picture where you can add in a picture or a video with the choices underneath, long answer, short answers. So I'll show you how you add in a new question. Type in contact number, and so sometimes it automatically just decides for you what would be the best option. And you can duplicate these to save your retyping going through. I'm just going to delete that one. And to move things around, you select inside, wait for that icon to come up, scroll it up, and add it where you want to put it in. Now you can alter the colours of your survey. It's limited to these 12 choices. So if you select green, it gives a bright green up there. You can actually change it by selecting the palette button, coming down here, and it actually does give you other theme options as well if you wanted to go with something different. I normally use it to upload my own logo. So if you click on your albums, these are ones that I've already uploaded earlier. And what I have found is you are very limited to the colours that are available in that colour palette. And when you upload your picture, you have to select it as such. And I've got tips in my blog about the size that I use. But basically, Google selects the colour from your pictures. So if you wanted to try and keep it as neutral as possible, I would suggest using quite a neutral photo like I've done so. Although sometimes when I've uploaded this, it's picked up a purple colour and sometimes it's picked up a grey colour. So you could try and upload it a few different times to see what it decides to pick. So we'll see what it's going to pick today. It does take a little while to load. And you can see down here that it's just loading my theme in, and it's gone with the purple colour. Sometimes I've selected exactly the same picture and it's picked a more greyish colour. If you wanted to try and keep it, again, as neutral as possible, I would suggest creating a completely white banner and just only adding in your logo. If you wanted to make it bright and you did want it to select one of these blue colours, try and add a picture with a lot of blue in, and hopefully it will pick up one of those blues. Again, you don't have the option to alter it. It's just what Google decides to put on. If you wanted to then send out your survey, all you need to do is click send. I normally don't send it through here. I just find it better to create my emails within my email inbox. But you could select, and in order to do that, you would select here and it will create a link. Normally creates a really long link, I select shorten URL, creates it smaller, I copy and paste that in and hyperlink it in my email address. When you start getting responses in, they come into this section or tab here, and basically it comes through and it gives you a graph of responses that you've accepted or received. As you can see, and it gives you the long answers as well. You can view them individually if you wanted. So if you had 20 responses, it would bring up one of 20, and you could select a next response and it'll go through. This is where you view, or you can export the data. So it exports it automatically to Google Sheets, which makes sense. Obviously, it's a Google tool, but you can also download this into an Excel spreadsheet. And you can also get email notifications if you wanted to. And then once you stop, so say your survey, you've sent it out and you want it to close in 2 weeks, what you would do is you would log in, select that, and then, as you can see, I've misspelt that, and you can type no longer available. And basically anyone who selects that link will get this response now that it's not open. And basically that is it. Also, I will show you one more thing actually after I've said that, is that you can add sections. So you can break it up and you have options to go on to the next one, submit it from here. And then one of the ways to actually kind of take that away, because it took me a while to figure this out, is select this little button here and merge with above, and it just takes away the section break. So if you wanted to have a few different sections, categorize them into different sections, that's the way you could do it. And if you wanted to delete it, that's how you would delete it. I hope you found this tutorial useful. If you have any more suggestions for any other tutorials, please leave me a message. Thanks.